Awesome. Oh, we're ready. Okay, cool. Hey, y'all. So shout out to my podcast on HHN TV network. I hope you can scan that right quick to go watch Creative the Experience by Miss Lachey, aka me. And it's free subscription, so go download and make a profile and start watching today with ads. Please watch every ad. Every ad pays. Fuck, I just did it again. Every ad pays a creator, and yeah, definitely support the creators of the world, and especially coming out of Atlanta. Okay, so today I would like to just discuss different kind of topics I've been really into. So like so welcome to the chat. So like look, so I was hanging out with my homie the other day, right? And we just kicking it, okay? And we start watching a video that's like self-help from a man talking. A man's talking about self-help, and I remember everything he said, right? He was like, the first thing you need to do as a man, first thing he said though, he said, yo, you cannot look at yourself as a high value man if you don't do these 6 things. And that brought my ears in, that brought my eyes in, because I was like, I want a high value man. I would love to say to ninjas, like, it can't be us because I'm only, linking up with high value men. It's just what it is. And then, hey, are you going to make me feel like that don't exist? Mm, just got to wait and see. Because the realization is this. What's going to be the conversation? Are you going to say, well, I'm a high value man? Or are you going to be like, girl, you don't even know what that is? Like, that's a buck a dozen, whatever. You feel me? So, yeah. So, like, I thought of that, and I'm like, dang, that's crazy, right? So listening to what he said, the first thing he said was like, he said, make a schedule for yourself. So I like this, make a schedule for yourself, right? And I'm like, there's a way to go about making a schedule where it best benefits you, because the realization is this: you just watch something, you got these words, and you're receiving these words, but in truth sight, it's like, hey, what, you didn't give me like step 1, step 2, step 3. Like if you say do a schedule, then I need step 1, what to do, like how do I go about making a schedule? What do I put on the schedule? How do I coexist with the schedule? How do I integrate the schedule into my life to not be entangled but integrated, And then it's like, after that, you just want to keep going. Did y'all see that bug? Oh my mama. So boom, I'm like, okay, I got a perfect idea, okay? So let's talk about it, okay? Because I've done this twice, 2 different ways, and I got called magical. So I'm like, even though this is going to be in my next book, Self-Relation, CAE, Creative the Experience, Self-Relation, this is my first book, CAE, Self-Growth. So we in there, right? The point is going to be this. You need help to make a schedule? You're fucked. No. Some people don't realize what scheduling is for self. Like, somebody is gonna tell you that, oh, you need to be making a schedule every week. Oh, you need to know what you're doing Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. You need to know what you're doing next year. Like, what's your 5-year schedule? What's your 10-year? No, I'm not talking about that time immaculate bullshit. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about literally taking your own life and realizing that you want to schedule it out to your benefit for self, okay? Take a paper, put that bitch into 4, okay? 4, all right? In each quadrant, okay? Like this quadrant, say, is like when you wake up, the shit you want to do for yourself before anybody call your phone, before you pick up your phone, before you let your mama text you, before you let your brother come out that room because y'all still in the same house and come knock on your door, before you let your sister pull up because she's talking about you said you was gonna watch her kids today, before any of that happened, this is strictly for how you want your wake up to sleep to go. How you want to wake up, and how you want to go to sleep. If you want to wake up and do SSS shit, shower and smoke, well, put that down. If you know you want to eat 4 times every day or at least 3 times a week, put that down, because it's going to be a time and place where you go outside. You've been outside Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and you only ate twice. You go outside Thursday and Friday and you ate 1 time. You go outside Saturday and Sunday. Damn, you did say you want to eat 4 times a week, at least 2 or 3. You only got Saturday and Sunday to make it happen. The realization when Saturday and Sunday comes and you still ain't ate 3 to 4 times a week, do you think you knew what happened and why you didn't? Because my gym is, when I go around people, I'm like, hey, I don't hang out with people who like to starve. I don't hang out with people who don't know how to fend for themselves. I don't hang out with people who don't know how to put food in their belly. I just rather hang out with people who like, damn, when we going to eat? Dang, I got this in here. I can just whip it all up. We got something to eat. Like, I want those people because a bitch be hungry. I'm not about to starve with you. Like, because I know people who ain't eat all day. Ask them about this quadrant. Now, after you have woken up and you get to just be who you are, and I want to go back and say this quadrant is so important because homeless people, people with no home, people with no family, people with no like realities, with many realities, but that one that looks like a struggle to everybody else. They got this quadrant straight. Like, they know how they want to be every day by themselves or with themselves, regardless of any other quadrant they got. Like, so you come into this one. This one is like, well, when you wake up, where you want to wake up at? Do you want to wake up outside? Do you want to wake up in a house? Do you want to wake up in your own home? Do you want to wake up living with somebody? Do you want to bounce house? Like, how is your like where you lay your head at, your safety, your security, where you can leave your stuff at, your home, however you pick the words to make it make sense to you, because realize like this one is simply like, it don't matter where I lay my head at. I'm gonna wake up like this. If I had to sleep in the rain on the bench because I missed all the buses, I ain't had nowhere to go. I'm gonna wake up like this. I'm gonna wake up shit, shower, and smoke. I'm gonna wake up smiling. I'm gonna wake up that bitch. Like, yeah, it don't matter. But hey, I think it does matter if I eventually get somewhere to live. If I eventually eventually, it's so funny, like, rip us a smell, but then you smell it. Y'all are playing with yourselves. I love this. Keep coming. Like, in the classroom, it's gonna be 20 people in the class of 30 who don't give no F about the teacher up there speaking whatever the teacher is talking. The last 10 is why the teacher came back again. Okay. Okay. All right. So boom, and that last one, you want to figure out where you want to stay at, like what kind of life you get to live, like all of that, right? And then this one, it's like for the people, like what kind of people do you want in your life? Do you want people who always in the same group as you? Do you think you want people who like you would put like, I never want to be the smartest one in my group, but I always want to be a smart one in the group I'm in. Okay, put that, because shit, allow yourself to get somewhere where you not smart in the group, and you damn sure not the smartest one. You're gonna be looking like, damn, do I belong in this group because everybody's smarter than me? Everybody knows what the do than me. So should I be in this group? Is this group for me for sure? So it's gonna be like he wake up like this. Yeah. You're hilarious. I don't know how I'll be on here, like what conversations I be talking about, like how I be interacting with anybody. So it just kills me how y'all be in my comments interacting, like this is how I interact with y'all, for real, for real, for real. LOL. Okay, so boom. So with that being said, like all of that information is just really just, I'm not giving the real gems. Like, I'm not gonna break all that shit down, because I'm gonna put it in a book. It's gonna be in my next book, so that's that, right? So after you make that schedule, you got the last quadrant is like about work. Like, you got how you want to wake up, like how you want to treat yourself, like you are to yourself, like you deserve to be selfish for self, like, And then here, like how you want to live, that's like selfish still. And then how the people you want to be more less of so selfish, but you want to give a little bit of you to them. Like you want to share who you are with them, but not more of you, just less, you know. And then this one is your passions and shit, and it's the same idea. Like you're not trying to give all of you to your motherfucking passions. At least selfless, less of self you want to give, because you don't want to be too selfish while you sharing who you are in it, you know. And that's how I view selfish and selfless. Like I can be both at the same time, as long as I know which ones I have to be selfish for my own growth, my own health, my own living. But I can be selfless for my passions, for the people I talk to, for my relationships. I can be very selfless. I don't have to be selfish. But the first time you think that I gotta do this because I'm with you, now I'm selfish. Because don't take my selflessness as um, you know, gratitude. Don't take it for gratitude, period. So anyway, I'm telling somebody like, hey, so boom, the next step is like, everybody want to make money. Everybody want to like figure out how can you flip your money into more money. How can you do this? Well, I'm not telling you I got the gems. I'm just telling you I know something. Ah, you do white bread. Actually, what one of them breads that don't digest, it don't break down in water. I think it's like whole something. I don't know. But yeah, I do all skin colors, you dig? Like you dig. But I don't do anybody who calls themselves black or white. We are going to clash every day. I believe that racism is real. And if you talk like it, you are a racist. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. You just are, okay? It doesn't matter. Like, get out of it. Because your ethnicity is damn sure not a color. So for you to walk around and call yourself a color is diabolical. But if you want to call yourself names, like I love calling a nigga white bread. Oh, what up, bald head gang? You dig what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Rare bone on occasions, do too much sometimes. Miss Clumsy Clutch was popping. I love all the nicknames, but never slip up and think that if you're ever talking to someone who calls himself black or white, y'all are both in the fucking, what's that shit called? The Matrix. Y'all are both in the motherfucking Matrix. You did. And hey, if you ain't gonna donate, because let me tell you this, all these people and we're gonna interject, but it may go with the topic, you feel me? All these people who got bands, who got money, who popping outside, I just want you to know they popping because of you. Like, without you, who would be streaming their shit? Without you, who would be buying their shit? Like, without you, who's in the motherfucking audience, okay? So I want you to know, the same way they lit because of one of yous gave a fuck about them is the same way I'm not lit because of all the ones that ain't giving me the fucks. But the same way I am lit because of everyone that want to give some type of fuck for a second. For a second. Now listen, if you could just go download HHN TV Network and scan this QR code, you know, go watch Creative Door Experience. You can watch Ghetto Fabulous. You can watch The Baddest. You can watch shit, The Vixen. All of those. I get royalties on every show I have recorded. I've been behind the camera. Or this one, this is my face. It's actually my show. It's for my first book. Yeah, go do that. Like, I don't need to go viral shaking ass. I need to get my royalties up because your eyes want to be nosy about what HHN TV Network is. It's a free motherfucking subscription. And if you won't pay for it, $6.99. Don't even pay for it. Just do free. Watch the ads. Just watch the ads, baby. I ain't even trying to ask. Just watch the ads because I ain't trying to ask. So let's get back into what I'm talking about, okay, y'all? So boom. Y'all, do y'all know I'm locked outside? Oh my mommy. Ain't back yet. Ain't back yet. Oh. Tripping. Almost tripped the fail. So boom, okay. So I'm like, yeah, you want to make some money. You want your money to make you. You want to switch it up. Okay. So boom. Let me tell y'all. Okay. I say this, like, the day I'm looking at, like, everything you buy is a market. Like, literally, I'm watching TV, y'all, and I just seen that the market, all Crude oil done went down 2.13%. Okay? And the natural oil done went down 1.97. Okay? And then gas before the war was $2.89. And then after the war started, it's $4.09 in a lot of different places. You did? So if you think about that, the realization is in your life, say you was that person who had $500, okay? You said, shit, I'm about to go put it in the market. Talk to all these niggas who talking about, yeah, like, you know, like natural resources is the way to go. Like, you go buy some water, you go put it in oil, you go put it in, whatever, you know, like Walmart, fuck it, you did? You go put your money in all of that. You wake up the next day, yeah, water that went up about 4% because these niggas thirsty outside. But then all, baby, you thought like since oil and water, like which one, like you gotta ask yourself, like which one you think gonna flip, oil or water, like for real. Is you gonna give them each equal to, or are you gonna put one in more than the other? Regardless of what you decide, you woke up and oil was down by percents. You lost bread. You lost my bread. You did. The realization is wherever you at, say you was at home sitting on your couch, you did. You paid for your home to be in that bitch, right? I don't know if you got paid for it next month, but shit, if you were me, I'll tell you to pay that bitch up all year. Pay your what before you move into anywhere, pay that bitch up all year. All your bills, half your bills, whatever bills you can, paid up for a year, okay? Because that's it's APY, annual percent yearly. Yeah, I think that's what it is, okay? And that's for your savings account. Like my savings account is 3.5 APY right now. That means annually, yearly, this is my percent raise, like that they times in my shit by to get money off of my money. You did. So you got to look at yourself like that as well. Imagine if that's not you. Like maybe that is you. Like every year, that's when you actually see profit. Like save your home about 5 bands. You did. And I'm talking about just living in your home. It costs 5 bands because you like a lifestyle that costs money to have the lifestyle. Okay, that's what it is. And so after every month, you like you doing it, you doing it, and foul, right? But then at the end of the year, when you go into your calculation, you like, well, 5 bands times 12 is what? If I'm times 20, if I'm one, that's like what, 500 bands? Boom. Like, and then at the end of the year, you like, damn, I only got 800 bands. Like, you got like, you like either you got 800 bands or you got 300 bands at the end of the year. When you at the end of the year, when you go into your savings account, or you look into your profit jar, or you just, I don't know what person you got shoebox, like I don't know, you did. Like when you do that, times that by what you spent. Like if you paid your shit up front, that was 500. That was 500,000 right there. Like, right? Okay, right here it say 500,000. Like debt, like paid, whatever. Like that's minus. Like you paid that. Like that's a market. You put 500,000 in the market of having this home. Okay, when you come back down at the end of the year, you should have more than 500,000 saved up. Why? Oh, I'm not telling you you should, but if you did, here's why. Because you knew that you put in this market of your house, everything you did is how you times the rate of being in this house. Year, like if you were doing shit times 5 times the rate, like 5 times $1,000 is like what, 5 bands, right? Boom. 5 bands times 5 is like 25. You just need to get on my mama. So you about to start doing this in your head, like how fast you gotta do shit, like how you got times it. Anyway, that's for high rich people. You know, let's go down to like I paid $450 for rent. Okay, or maybe 500 or 1,400 for rent. Okay, I paid $1,400 for rent. All right, I'm gonna take my $1,400 and pay it up for 6 months. So that is 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24. Wait, was it 1,400? It was. Okay, 4, 8, 12, 16. So that's 6 at 1. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's like $54. You did? I mean, 54 bands, like 5,400. Boom, for 6 months out of 1,400. I think. Like I'm not even sure. Okay, So boom, in 6 months, you gotta have minimum 6 bands come in. But then you gotta at least times 6 bands times two. Like you gotta have 12 bands. Like, and if you don't have 12 bands, the realization is this. That's like your AP, that's like your AP rate. Like if you put in the market 54, because that's for 6 months up in the market, if you don't get the same 54 back, you are below the market. You have sunk. If you get the same 54 back and you can even take that out, should do what you want with it and come back at the end of that 6 months and still see another 54, boom. Oh my mama. Like you got up. If you times one your thing. That's like a one times, like a two times, like two times this gets you this, one times that gets you that. So one times rate got it back to you, two times rate flipped it for you, three times rate is what you aiming to. And let me tell you, the savings account is only 3.5 a year. So you want to go deeper than the savings, and the bank make that shit. So you want to be a superior ass guy. I get it. I get it. I love the superiority in you as a human. Be that way, but I want you to know the same AI, electronics, the banks. I ain't gonna hold you, banks get scammed every day. So still, all of that shit, I realize, well, like if a bank can't get scammed, I understand why you like, bitch, I can do more than 3.5 yearly percent rate. Like, that ain't nothing. And I'm like, you right. I'm trying to get mine up to 4. We own it. And it's just what it is. So it's like by the end of, so, and that's a year though. Like, so out of 6 months, you look down and you like, damn, for 6 months, I actually made it one time. Well, guess what? You probably gonna spend that one time right back again for that 6 months because you actually did flip it. Like, so boom, it's like, hey Shay, how can I do that with the rest of my life causing me like one band every week? I gotta pay one band for the rest of my shit I got in life going. I'm like, oh yeah? Okay, cool. And then I give you the scenario about one day I said I want to stop purchasing product for high enhancement, okay? And I stopped. And I told the universe, like, hey, Shirley, I'm not with that. I told myself, the universe, hey, like, we not spending $50 again. We not spending 25 each. We not spending no bread. No, like, stop it, girl. You're not paying this. No, stop it. Like, if you can't blow because you got it, then you can't smoke. Like, it's just what it is. So that whole week, I just have different people like hitting me up, like, yo, come kick it. And I'm like, well, shit, you got 25? Because I need gas money. I pull up, I kick it. You got smoke? Nah, I just got grabber and paper. What you got? They give me a nugget or two. Cool. Some people let me leave with a nugget or two. I'm like, yeah. I ain't gonna roll the whole nugget because I need to leave with a nugget too. Here it is. So thank you for the nugget or two because I needed the two to roll with one when I go too. Okay. So boom. After a week went by, I looked down one time and I had about a whole half shit. And I was like, how I get this? And then when I thought about it, I was like, damn, shit, like for me to still have after a week, that means like how many did I smoke? Like that's like for me to have a half after a week, I probably spent 50, 50, 50. I probably spent 150 to get to having a half left. Especially if I was already spending. So that means I saved 150. Unless I still like unless I still will like take a jar. You probably have seen me somewhere. The fact that I haven't grabbed a jar to put that 150, or like every time I thought like, dang, I would want to buy some tree. Like I should get a jar and buy invisible tree. I should like get a jar, put it in it, and say I brought tree today. Okay, I can't wait for it to come into my hands for me to smoke it, and boom. See if putting the money in the jar allows you to connect with the universe spiritually. Okay, and then boom. The universe is like, shit, you put money in a jar and you said you wanted tree. You said, hey, look, I want some tree, but I ain't spending money today on it. So I'm not giving nobody else money today for this tree I want. I'm gonna give it to myself. In the universe, please allow tree to come up out of me into me, okay? You got this. Put that money in your jar, close it. Bless, I bless, I bless. You pray every day. If it's nothing, pray to some shit that you can get back. You dig? Boom. You, you come back, look at your front door, you be like, what? This guy done this bitch, what, since when? Oh, my mama. Like, it's true. Like, try that shit and see what it do. Like, literally pay yourself for some shit you want. Like, damn, I'm hungry as fuck. I'm about to buy me some food. Have a whole jar with food on that bitch. Go put $20 in that motherfucker jar and go sit down. And go sit down. And tell me if someone call you, knock on your door, pull up, come be in your life with some motherfucking food that you ain't even have to pay in real life for them life. You have to pay in your life. You have to pay yourself for what you want to come from the universe. Realization. So if you do that for a week, pay a jar that is like, put on a jar everything you want in life. Like, this is a jar to say fun time. This is a jar to say smoking. This is a jar to say food. This is a jar to say drinking. This is a jar to say party. Like, you get a jar for everything. Like, and then from there, you are going to be able to be like, all your jars is saving up money from the bullshit life you got and the great life you got. Like, either or, you know what I'm saying? And then boom, you like when you sitting here at the end of the year, end of the week, whatever, how often you give a fuck, you did, you like, bruh, you know, I've been smoking all week and I have to give nobody my money except the universe. Bruh, you know, I've been drinking all week and I ain't never had to buy a drink in real life. Like, I never and went in on one reality and actually brought they drink for real. Oh, my mama, like, you know, I've been eating oysters all year and I've never took money out of my thing and went to a business and paid for oysters. Well, how you eat them? Oh, I got fake realities in my house. Like, what do you mean fake realities? Oh, I got jars with the name on it and it's a reality. You did? Like, that's the reality of eating. Right there, I want to go eat a whole jar and there's going to be a whole reason why I eat. Like, when I say I want to go eat, a bitch ain't eating right now. I'm not eating right now at this moment, but I want to go eat. So, like, for me to get to that next reality, like, I at least got to put some effort in. My effort is going to start at my home, at my place of living, at my sleep, at my security, at my safe zone. You dig? In my safe zone, I got jars, I got envelopes, I got space to put the bread back in. So when you come back down to it, you're going to be looking like, damn, like, if you are the type of person who spent $500 on drinking, shit, I had this one guy tell me he spent 2 racks on white girl. Okay? I was like, damn. So boom, imagine him, even if he's still doing it or not, like, you got 2 racks. Because in the hindsight, like, you are a finance, and everything around you is a market. And every time you put you into the market, you think not getting a rate percent is cool. But every time you put you into the market and you don't get a rate, and then you come next week like, damn, you know, it's tough for me. I got to figure out how to make this money flip for me, you know? It's like, bro, you know, you live every day. You live every day. And every day the way you live don't flip for you. So how in the fuck is you waking up talking about now you need you to flip for you? Nigga, you know the money you talking about come from you, right? It come from you. Any money you talking about come from you, okay? Like, you wake up one day and go want to, you know, hit with this. Like, all right. You want to put money in the market? Who money? Not yours, somebody else. So then you put somebody else's money in the market. What's that? You got a bank account. You want someone to hit your bank account. But you ain't got no money in your bank account to hit yourself. Like, you don't got enough money in your bank account to pay for a hit. But you want to hit. Or when they hit you and you get your bread, for all the people who still have to pay for that hit, that's crazy, right? That's crazy. You still got to pay for a hit. Because how do you think you get money if you don't have none to start with? Okay? That's because you are some type of finance. In a sense, you are some type of money, some type of value. So, the way you talk, the way you work, the way you do, the way you think, all of that is valuable. If every gym I can create for like a real ninja, and that ninja say to me like, "Yo, I want to give you $1,000 per gym," you say to me, I get AI exists now. So what, we going to AI talking about give me a gym a week, give me a gym a day? Like, what's up? Realize too many gyms may not be helpful. Gyms that you can't use for later, you can't use for now, you don't need to put in your pocket. It may be heard and sent away because it's not a gym of use. So AI may not help there. But the realization is all you have to do is give a gym and you times that by 1,000 rate. If that could be one times the rate, 1,000, one times, 1x. You dig? That's okay. That's just to realize that when you give a gym here, it's worth $1,000 one times the rate. You get money back from giving a gym. You gave 4 niggas a gym yesterday and you made nothing. That's a 0 times rate. That's really probably a negative times rate. Like, you really feel like not only did you make nothing, you really left no better than you showed up. You really ask yourself, why'd you go in the first place? Yeah, you ever been there? That just means that who you are as an individual is just not being rated at a value. And that's crazy because, like, every part of somebody has been rated as a value, especially when it comes to females. Like, depending on who you are, you're only the only part of you that actually like has a value rate in a sense of what it has is like, say our body parts, say our sex life, say our like actions, our our sensual actions, even for a man, sensual actions. Like, when you get across that boundary, you're like, hey, here's the value of this. Like for instance, my example to this is I have talked to people and I have said, like, why do we gotta smash? Because like, we're not compatible, we're not comparable, and also not only are we not turning each other on, but this is not even the proper way to go about sex magic. Like, so why would we even do this? Like, we can curse ourselves. Like, however I laid out with you mentally, yes, I love that. That's crazy that the I would. Mm, yeah. Sorry, frag grenade. You just have to like get yeah. I mean, bent up. Talking to me crazy is crazy. Yes, pink is my favorite color too. It's so crazy, yo. Oh, I'm still locked out. Oh, my mama in a fuck. I don't know if I locked the door or if the door was locked on me. But for some odd reason, that bitch is locked outside. And it's cool, I got a blunt, but I ain't shit. And I ain't even shout. I'm not smoking. My belly's like, every time we sit down, it just makes me feel like, belly, we not in the bathroom, calm down. It's like, okay, calm down, bitch, calm down. Yeah, because if I went there and it didn't instantly pop, like, don't do me. But I just might have to walk around to the front. Anyway, crazy if I didn't say all that shit and I was gonna just be able to do this at the same time. But regardless, so boom, like, at that point, like, times the rate. Anything you end up doing sexually is just like, what is the rate of that? Anything you do, period, you say something about it. What is the rate of that? What do you get back? Okay. I'm gonna walk around because I'm scared to go that way. It's spider webs. I just can't go there. Okay. But fuck, I'm going through it, y'all. Anyway, I just think that, the point of it is like, organize your life to realize that you are the fucking prize. You are a financial, material, valuable, value vessel, okay? Like, you are worth everything. Like, you say hi to someone, so it can be like, do you want a car? You want $1? Do you want 1,000? You want a hug? You need somewhere to stay? Whatever. That is something you're getting back. That is a market. Life is a market and you are the fucking finance, okay? And until you believe that, you are always gonna look at other people like they have a market for you. And it'll be like, nah, other people are a finance. Other people are putting money into the market they found to make them money. And they're like, shit, if I can put you in the market too, I can tunnel this and I can make money off of you. They looked at you like you're a market. They didn't look at you like you're a finance. They looked at you as a market. So they're going to eat off all the markets. And that's why you get ate off of, because you're a market. So if you don't want to get ate off of and you want a plate to eat off of, remember, the world is the market and you are the eater. Like, feed yourself for real. You did? Feed yourself for real. That's how it's really supposed to be. So yeah, y'all have a good one. Stay lit. And most of all, be the best person you can be. Boom, look at that. Yeah. Stay lit. Stay it. Though you are like the best bitch alive. Wow. Silhouette vibes. Okay, I'm gone. Let's see what would be my whatchamacallit. I must stop it on my whatchamacallit. How do I stop this? Oh, up there. Okay.